Welcome to
Grab Life by the Horns.
Powered by Legacy Builders Global, and we are Jennifer Pecan and
Jan-Mark Pecan.
Hello and welcome to our today's episode of Grab Life by the Horns. Our topic today is the power of good friends. And we thought about what we are going to talk today, and we checked the topics, what we have on our list and what we already talked about. And we want to date a little bit more casual, to be honest, as well, based on our experience of the last week we got, and just that we are super grateful for our friends we have, and they share the journey with us. And this is why we want to share some insights from this life, from our private life, with you, that you see as well this part, because this is a really important part when it comes to success and the next level life, I would say. What do you think?
Yes, and what we also want to share here with you is that that honesty, that you can be selective about your friends and the people that surround yourself, and you have to be selective. And also a couple of the reasons why it always seems that like successful people only have successful friends, and vice versa, because let's get right into it. I mean, when
you want to start with this?
No, I don't want to start with this. I wanna start with the question, what makes a good friend for you?
A good friend for me? Like, this was a question directly to me?
Yeah, that was a question directly to you.
A good friend for me is when I feel home. I don't have to I don't have to take care about, like, you know, when I feel bad, I don't have to show up and as like everything is fine, and I can be myself, and I feel comfortable with that, being myself in the situation. I don't have this mask on, like obviously, like, you know, when we as entrepreneurs, and if you have the personal brand, you are authentic and show up on social media, but of course you are not showing up on social media when you have the worst moment of the day, obviously. Like, you talk about it and you can tell it, but if you have the worst moment of your day, if the friend is sitting next to you and you feel comfortable that this person is in your environment, this is a good friend for me.
Okay. That is,
for example, like, this is one point.
That's one point. That's one point.
But this is like one of the most important things, which is like, as well, this episode is dedicated to some dedicated. Thank you.
You're welcome.
To some to our friends, to our close friends, and this is basically why we announced them, because this makes a difference to other people. Yeah,
this is one thing for me. The other thing is that you feel, you said feeling home, but for me it's also feeling supported, which doesn't necessarily mean, and we confused that in the beginning as well, it doesn't mean that your friends have really they don't have to understand what the hell you are doing in order to support you.
Yeah.
Okay, and in the beginning we thought that if we like the friends that we keep, and we'll come to that topic later, but that they really have to understand what we are doing, how our businesses work and stuff like this. But to be honest, it's not the case.
I would not. No, that was not my thinking, to be honest, in the beginning.
No?
Like, no.
It was mine. Okay, so we had a different thinking.
Yes.
Surprise.
I did not care, because, like, surprise. Because I know that I had the feeling, or I wanted that support was for me, that they wish me the best and support me emotionally. They don't even have to understand what we are doing, and don't understand the business part of it, but they trust me, or the trust is there, that I make the right decisions, and that I'm not becoming an asshole because I want to be successful, basically, if I break it down. Like, because my mom, she did not understand what we are doing, basically, and sometimes she does not even understand it now, and she works with us. But but she is super supportive in every single situation. She can support us.
Yeah, but this is the thing. It's like, this is where I was thinking then different in the beginning. Is I thought that I can only have friends that really that I can talk about our business and they will fully understand what this is, what we're doing.
Okay.
And it changed. Also, it changed because sometimes we don't know what the hell we're doing until it's at a certain point, and then all makes sense. But the thing is, when you think about it, is support can be much more. For you, it's emotional support, but you are much more emotional than I am. But the point is, well, it's not a bad thing.
It's perfect. It's recorded.
It's not. Yeah, it's recorded, and
it's recorded.
And it's true. I did not say you are emotional. I said you are more emotional than I am.
This is recorded as well now.
And so the thing is, you get a real life marriage here. It's like, support can be much deeper, because your mom supports us in every mean that she can support us, which doesn't necessarily mean she helps us growing the business, but she helps us to hold the house clean back in Germany, which supported us because we could use that time for different things. She took care of Felix. She took care of like the paper sorting for the taxes and things like that. Is great support without knowing what we're really doing, and which is sometimes frustrating if you try to explain it and people don't get it. But like, it's not the same thing. Like, it's different in Bavaria, because if we come to our Bavarian friends, it's I do feel home there, and the support there is not emotional, but for me, it's not the way I feel it, but I feel that I can be myself and I can be relaxed. It's okay to be relaxed and okay to not be pushing and talking about business all the time.
Yeah.
It's also support sometimes means that people, like that with people you talk about different things, and it's relaxing for your mind and for your brain. And well, it might be a kind of emotional support. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, but it's that's the interesting part.
And this is actually as well, like when you already pointed out our Bavarian friends, and these are my longest friends I have, and the best friends I have as well. I get emotional here as well. This is like, Bavaria is for me like coming home, even though I was born in Bavaria, but I not fully grew up there. So the Bavarians don't think I'm Bavarian. The others don't think the other thinks I'm Bavarian, which is not living in, it doesn't matter. Like, anyway, it's getting really emotional when it comes to here. But when I moved back from, when I moved out of Bavaria, when I moved to you, basically.
Yes, thank you. You moved to me, not out of Bavaria.
Both was in the right, it's a correct way. Then we were I was 2021, and at this time, there was no WhatsApp, there was no video phoning. It was the messages.
We are that old.
Yes, and it was not really a daily habit to get in contact via WhatsApp or something like that. So you have basically to call and to send SMS. Well,
and set up a time
exactly
to call.
Exactly, and this is, and I'm talking about Uli and Fred in the special thing here, and as you can hear on the names, they are male, so you can maybe understand that it was not. I thought it's not the easiest thing to keep to hold the contact and to keep the contact, but we kept in touch the whole long time, and this is amazing. And when I come to Bavaria and to visit them, it always seems that I was never gone. Like, we go there and we talk about the things, we try to catch up. It's getting a little bit more difficult with the children, to be honest, because we cannot finish one sentence in the beginning. It takes a time until the children get comfortable, and then we can finally start talking. So it's taking a little bit longer time now because of our children, but it's okay. It's another period of life, and but it's when I get messages, and I just received one yesterday, that they are super happy for us, that they of course they follow us and they see it, and but they ask questions as well more deep. They don't only take the surface, so they really ask what's behind that, how it really looks like.
Why? They ask why questions.
And why we are doing this, why this is so important for us, because they really want to understand. But at the same time, it's not the only topic, and we talk about different things, and this is it's the trust, and it's the respect, and that they are happy for us as well, and this is
But you made another good point, is with really true and good friends, it doesn't matter how long you have not seen them.
That's true.
It's like you cannot have had contact for a month or 2 or 3, and maybe not have seen each other for a year, but you come together, and it's like you never were gone.
Yeah, that's true.
You basically pick up the conversation where you left a year ago, and you just it's like the first half an hour is an update, what happened here, what happened there, and then you just continue on a regular thing.
Yeah.
And this is an interesting thing, and but I really wanna come also to the point why sometimes you have to be selective about your friends and about also your family members, which is a whole different other topic.
Yeah, and we don't cover this time.
No, we don't cover this time. We'll cover that in one of the next episodes. But it's like a lot of people, they say and that you are the sum of the 5 people, of the 5 closest people around you.
Spend the most time with.
You spend the most time with, and it's not necessarily your good friends, but business associates and other people, coaches, mentors, whatever. But it seems that successful people, and especially when it comes to rich people, I mean, we're German. In Germany, nobody wants to be rich, okay? You want to be upper middle class at most. And sorry for my British accent. But you don't want to be rich, because rich is this greedy thing in Germany, which is totally wrong, and it's a total different topic. Maybe we do a topic on why Germans don't want to be rich. That's a good one. But it's like the thing is, you don't necessarily throw out friends actively. We did that. It
was the negative people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have to do it, but
because they don't go by themselves. Yeah.
They don't go by themselves. Yes, yeah. Unfortunately. So the thing is, I think you are not necessarily cutting them, but it's like I like what it is in the NFL, because they say everybody gets into the practice squad in the preseason, and everybody practices, and this is friendship has to be practiced as well and lived, but not everybody that the NFL team invites for practicing makes the cut for the team. And this is how you sometimes have to see it in your friends as well, is they are not necessarily bad people, and you don't cut them because of them, but you cut them because of you.
I would say it's about the time, because you have 24 hours.
Yeah.
And of course, if you want to grow, you have to decide with whom you are spending the most of the time. Doesn't mean that you don't like the people or the friends which you have, but you make a decision to who you spend time with. And this is part of, like, if you are an entrepreneur, this is part of your job, and you don't have a 9-to-5 job, so you have a 24/7 job, and this is a change of a lifestyle. And basically these people we dedicated here, they stayed with us and they accepted that we have less time. And most of the people were gone in the beginning because family and friends, they did not understand that we have less time. So some of them get a little bit like angry, or like felt not respected, because, well, they say, well, you don't have that much time for me, even though, like, we don't have like this I would say this private stress. We have really like we are just really strict and really planned in detail with our time. Like our days are, and we have the first week right now, like next week is the first week.
And it feels good.
And it feels amazing to have the routine back. And another topic as well. Every 30 minutes is for, like, my routine is based on a 30-minute schedule per day. Like every 30 minutes is something different. Or like there are 30 minutes blocks, let's say, like this. But anyway, I'm really strict with my time, and I'm not allowing anymore other people to be time waster for me. So on the other side, when I spend time with my friends, it's quality time. So I'm not using my cell phone. I try not having any business appointments. It's not always working, but I try to really focus on the time. So when we go, for example, to Bavaria, it's a private time, and we are not posting. We are not writing WhatsApps back and forth with team members, with clients, or stuff like that. We are there and we are present in this moment. And our friends who are still there, and we call our friends, they know our bad and our good, basically. They know us from inside out. They accept that, and they and as well they appreciate the way we are. As well, and it's not a problem to have less time, that we spend less time with that.
But that is a good point. They not only appreciate who we are, but they also appreciate who we became.
That's true.
It's like, because a lot of friends you might have and lose on this journey, and it's a fact, you're gonna lose people, is because they don't like who you became. And they don't like your change for whatever reason. Most of the time it has to do with themselves more than with you. So don't take it personal. Sometimes it's their own insecurity or their own inability to change, which they hate on themselves. Not obviously, but they don't. They just don't like the fact that they are maybe not able to change like you are. And the other point you made on this time wasters, I thought about it. It's like, if you had 1 million euros, dollars, whatever the currency is you are in, and you have 1 million days in your life. I don't know if you're gonna live actually for 1 million days. That would be an interesting math. But let's say you have $365 in your account, or you have 365 days in your account, because that's an easy one. People would not let other people waste $60 of their money if they only have $360 or $365 and they need all of it. But they let people waste 60 days of their life. And let's be frank and really clear about it. You can make $60 all the time, but if somebody wastes 60 minutes of your life, they are gone forever. They don't come back. They don't get added to. It's like, no, there's no game over and restart and let's put the 60 minutes back on the clock. If every minute, every second of your life is gone forever. That's also, for example, why when I'm still in a corporate job until the end of the year, but I made it a habit not to go to meetings that are not important, or where I don't see any value add for myself, or where I can bring any value. And the company I'm working for is Schneider Electric, and they even have a saying internally, which is free up your energy, which basically means is stop wasting your time. But interestingly, a lot of people don't have the guts to do it, because they fear if they don't go to a meeting, they waste their time, or they are not seen as productive as their co-workers that are all sitting in that meeting. But it's 60 minutes of your life. Is what else can you do with that 60 minutes? You can do some more work and then just be results oriented and go home an hour earlier, or achieve more, get a pay raise, get an extra vacation day, and negotiate something with your boss. I don't care, but this is also why in our companies and with our assistants and everyone, we're clear we are results oriented.
Yeah.
We don't care if our virtual assistant works from 3 to 6 in the morning, because that's the time when her kids are at sleep, and then she doesn't work the day until late at night. Is we say what we want and when we need it, and then just get the job done.
That's true.
And it makes communication just so much easier, because if you can get it done in an hour, then just please do it in an hour, and don't do it in 3, because you think that we want you to waste 3 hours of your life on this daunting task.
Yeah, and I really want to stress out this point that you are present in the moment where you are, because like if you and as well, like maybe you know the situation, you're in a meeting and the other party is the whole time in like checking WhatsApps or checking like something like that. And I remember one story of Fred, basically, when he told me that he had, like, it was years ago, but not that much years, because we already had WhatsApp, I think, or like at least like some social media stuff. He had a date, and this person, she was all the time on her cell phone, and he said, you know what, like, put your cell phone away or I'm gone, because they were just at the dinner, and they were in the middle of the food or the dinner, and she did not do it, and he just stand up and went and left. And this is what I would love. I could do it. Maybe I should do it basically sometimes. But
Maybe.
I hate nothing more than if we are in a meeting and people are not focused, because it takes way more time than just have an agenda, go through the points, focus on the things, not doing back and forth, not react like directly. Write it down. Do it when you like, be structured in the way how you do things as well, or like. You go with friends or like with people through the city, and they know everybody, and you stop here and there and they have the chat, but you have, like, you are really had trouble to get like 1 hour or 2 hour of your time free to spend this time with this person. I want to be respected for this time as well, that this person focus on me in the same way I'm focusing on them. So this is, I think, like, be present in this time. This is why we had in the beginning as well. Now it's a little bit changing because Felix is changing, but when we have family time, we are not using our cell phone for work. Like, of course, when we are here and everything was a little bit mixed up, so we used work and family time in the same amount. In the same amount. But now when we are coming back to our routine and we have in our agenda private time or family time, in this time it's no work, because we are present for Felix or for ourselves, as when we have time
as a couple.
Yeah,
we're finally gonna have couple time again. Yay!
Well, let's see, like, because we leveled up the coaching, and we might reschedule that. Sorry for the background.
Yeah,
we are sitting next to our construction zone where we bought the apartment for my mom.
Yeah, this is if we are looking at that, but this is also what good friends, they are honest, and they will tell you if they think that is bullshit, but they will also give you this warning, basically, or yellow card, like in the soccer. It's like, hey, just be with me right now, and they are respecting that. they are also respecting that sometimes you can't really stop working, because it's like, if you are in business, then that means you basically never stop working. And sometimes you just have to have emergencies,
Of course.
which you have to take care of. But when I look at the friends, you know, it's more or less the simple things that make me enjoy friendship. It's like dinners, it's like a beer, a barbecue.
Even the Zoom videos, like in Corona times,
Yeah.
we could not see each other. You know, you have a Zoom video call
Or
from time to
long
time.
distance.
Yeah,
we
or
do
now
that.
when we are in Cyprus, you know, to keep with them, and they are not, and friends are still there, because even if we are living in Cyprus now, and you know, we are always welcome, and they understand that we cannot come. And you know, like, I had a heartbreaking experience last weekend, because one of my best friends got married last weekend, and we could not be there. And even if the borders would be open, I could not come, because we had a business seminar and a tour here, and it was booked out, sold out basically. Everything was organized. So in any case, like, Corona was now the reason why we could not go there. But before, it was a business reason, and it broke my heart, really. Like, it broke my heart. Sorry. And this is, but sacrifices, and friends understand this. They might don't like it, and of course it's a shame, but they don't take it personal.
Yeah, and this like, but you make a good point. Is also, I think friendship changes over the course of the friendship.
Yeah.
Because now with this digital sending updates by WhatsApp and things like that, and WhatsApp status or Facebook status, or there are like all these different ways how you can keep your friends up to date in today's world, which is great. I mean, I remember when we moved to the US in 2007. That was 2007. Yeah. So only like a lot of people said, because we were in San Francisco Bay Area prime location, a lot of people said they gonna come and visit us, and only one couple came.
That's true.
And that's sometimes, that's also how you see it, is when you move away, who is gonna take, let's say, the inconvenience of visiting you?
This is a really good point, because like when we think back as well, like as a friend as well, and when we live the friendship as well, we take really we are willing to take stress to make something happen, even if we would have not time to do that. So when we have a chance to make something happen, to see friends, to spend time with them, it doesn't matter if we have less sleep or if we have to change our priorities. If this person needs us, we are there, and if we have a chance, because we know in future there will be different things, and we cannot make it happen in future. Doesn't matter how less we sleep, how far we have to drive, to fly, whatever. We are coming. We are there. And we did this as well when we lived in France. We are really active in this kind of in this type of things. So we are driving around. We go there, and this is what I really appreciate as well from the people. You know, they might be not, even if it's short term, and it might not be in their I would say in their daily planning, or like they have other plans, but to change the priorities and make it somehow happen.
Yeah, and this is sometimes. I mean, we talked about that we did not have time, right? But it's not about not having time. It's about not making time. Okay, so it's a total different thing, because we all have the same amount of time.
That's true.
We all have those 24 hours every single day. It's just the choice how you spend those 24 hours every single day.
That's true. That's true, and with whom you are spending that, and if it's like who are you setting your priorities, and this is really a really important point. When we talk the power of good friends and all the things like that, they are basically friends. They say they give you your honest opinion if they think it's bullshit what you're doing, but not with judging you. They just maybe they don't understand, or they do it in a really gentle way. They are not acting in when we talk in social media language as haters, but they give you their opinion. But on the other side, they can as well share with you if they are happy and they like what they see. Like, it's both sides.
Yeah, and it's like less an opinion; it's more a concern, really.
That's true.
Is what they
sometimes maybe it's an opinion as well.
Yeah,
but they don't have to be the same opinion with me.
No, and it's like, for God's sake, most of the people are not the same opinion that we have. But it's true. They share the concern, but they do it in a respectful way.
Yes.
And they would never ever do it either behind your back or in public. Yeah. It's like your good friends would not go on social media and say like, this is all bullshit or whatever. I don't agree with you, blah blah blah, and even they keep those secrets. Like when you got wasted on a party or whatever, and we all had those moments. And thank goodness we are old enough that social media was not around when we were young. So a lot of things are just deleted, and there's no record of it. The thing is that they would never make that public, because they
hold your back.
They have your back, and they don't want to hurt you, at least not intentionally.
Yes. I think friendship. This is a topic we can talk days, years about it, and because we are already unfortunately at the end of this episode, but I just want to say thank you for being our friends. Thank you for being there. My friend. I don't want to sing here. Yeah. And I'm really, really grateful to have you guys in my life, in our life, and I'm starting getting emotional again. Even though I'm not saying this so much or talking so much about it, but I know what you're doing for us, or for me, or I say for us, for our family as well, I'm super, super grateful to have friends like you. Thank you.
Yeah, same here. And you see, that's a little bit of the difference. No, I am thankful as well. I'm just not as good as in expressing my emotions. Thanks guys for listening in, and we'll talk with you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Do you want to get paid? Introducing Legacy Builders Global, where everybody gets paid. We don't create investors. We create legacy builders. Legacy Builders Global. Visit us at www.legacybuildersglobal.com.